All right, so today we're gonna make some cloud bread. You can use it for anything. It's low carb, almost zero carb bread, uh, made up of eggs, cream cheese. You'll see I got green wise cream cheese that I got from Publix, but you know, you can use any cream cheese you want, Philly or whatever. Try and get the fat stuff. Don't get the reduced fat. And then of course a little bit of baking powder. So it's basically a 3-ingredient cream or bread mixture. And what we're gonna do is right now we're preheating our oven at 350. And then if you have butter, beef tallow, lard, and then I have some bacon grease left over previously that I'm gonna use to line the pan with. So what we're gonna do first is use 3 eggs. So I got some farm fresh eggs, and we're gonna separate them. So we're gonna put the egg yolks on one side, and you know, everyone's got their little methods through the fingers and whatnot. I just like to do the old cup it inside the shell. It's kind of imperative not to get any of the yolk in with the whites, because we're going to meringue that up in a little bit. By the way, we got our eggs from RCR Farms out of Jupiter, Florida. See, I got a little bit of yolk in there. Hopefully that doesn't screw it up too much. All right. Now we'll go ahead and beat the meringue up first. So the egg yolks, try and get this to where it takes a couple minutes to where it foams up, and then you're going to be able to make some points, you know, little mountaintops with the meringue. You can do this by hand, but it's going to take you forever. So I highly suggest if you get a mixer of some sort. And you can see I'm starting to get some peaks in there. It's thickening up. Almost looking like whipped cream. All right, that's good. So now I have some cream cheese. You should make it about room temperature. Mine was it was inside the fridge, so this is still cold. And so instead of letting it sit out for a while, I just put it in the oven. It's warmed up, and what we're gonna do is, is it hot? Yeah, it's a little hot. this here. I got about 2 ounces of cream cheese in here with the egg yolks. And we're going to go ahead and whisk this until all the cream cheese is dissolved in there. Once we get that pretty beat, we're going to add just a little bit of baking powder in here. That's nice. And then it's probably about a half a teaspoon. You can eye it up, but this is going to help the bread with consistency. Now for the fun part. We're going to slowly pour this in and fold it over into the meringue. Try and make sure you use everything. So it was 3 eggs, about 2 ounces of the cream cheese, and about a half a teaspoon of baking powder. If you need more, you know, just adjust accordingly. Okay. We'll go around, make sure it's completely mixed. If you want to add some salt or any kind of spices at this point, you know, you could add garlic if you want to make a garlic bread, or rosemary, or anything like that. And now what we're going to do is pull the pan out. And what I use is it's a half muffin pan. So I found that this works best. And we're just going to pour a little bit of the bacon grease down in here. So the pan's warmed up, and we'll just make sure that we get the grease around so that it doesn't stick in the end. Make sure you get the sides. Some people have done this in a cooking, you know, a baking sheet, but I haven't found that the consistency is as good as this way. All right. This almost comes out perfect for all 6 of these, the 3 eggs. throw this in the oven. That's already been preheated, 350. Set our timer for 15 minutes. And we'll check back in 15 minutes, see how it looks. All right, our 15 minutes has just been completed. So let's pull this out and see how it came out. All right, looking pretty good. If they came out correct, these things should just kind of pop out on their own. But you can see we had a little bit of sticking here. But for the most part, that's what it's going to look like. So I'll pop them all out and then we'll see how they look. Okay, I've got them all out here. So it's kind of important. Once your baking time's up, like I said, about 15, 16 minutes, pull it out. Maybe use a rubber spatula, something that's not going to scratch your pans. And these things are kind of delicate, so you want to kind of poke around, slide them out, and then they're not going to be like so hot that you can't touch them, but you want to let them cool off. And then my recommendation is to put them in the fridge for a couple hours and let them cool off before you actually eat with them. But you can see this is what one side of them looks like, and here's the opposite side. So if you want to have a low carb sandwich, which later today I have a pork in here, and I want to make a pulled pork sandwich, you know, you can, however side you want to do it, but you can put your meat or whatever substance you want in there, and boom, you have a nice little sandwich, cloud bread, 0 carb.